Hello. First, I'd like to just thank you for this argument on police body cameras and for the debate so far. This will be my last video to this debate, and I'd like to start off on talking about how my offense is better than their defense and how they do not have enough defense to my offense. Therefore, you should vote for my argument. First, my opponent states that my reasoning behind the mistrust it creates between the community and police officers has nothing to do with the argument on why police should wear body cameras. Yet, in my argument, I stated the reasoning on why body cameras have a negative aspect and what comes about from using them when I stated body cameras have had minimal to no change in police officers' engagement of misconduct. Now, all we have are hundreds of videos showing horrific events, which demonstrates to police officers the acceptance and knowledge that other police officers are engaging in horrible misconduct with little to no repercussions. This delves deeper into an endless cycle of police misconduct, which will only raise crime rates and create a dystopian world in our future. That statement clearly shows that my reasoning behind the mistrust it creates between the community and police officers is relevant to the argument on police misconduct with body cameras and how we do not need body cameras in order to show this. Also, my opponent stated that I jumped to conclusions about seeing no changes or jumped to conclusion about seeing no changes on police wearing body cameras. First, I would like to state that there have been no changes and that there has not been enough time to fully conduct a full research on the effects of body cameras. Therefore, even if there were changes, either positive or negative, we still have no proof or further evidence on why police needs them. Therefore, since we do not have any further proof on if police officers need body cameras, that shows that I didn't jump to conclusions because there's no proof backing um, my opponent's claim. My opponent then states that body cameras are working because we have no proof. But yet, with no evidence backing this claim, my opponent just stated that they are working because we have no that body cameras are working because we have no proof to the contrary. Therefore, my opponent does not have enough defense to my offense, and my offense is better than their defense. My opponent clearly states that my definition is a good definition for police misconduct. Therefore, my violation and standard do not have to be argued. This shows that my opponent has no defense to my offense on my violation standard, and even states that my counter definition on police misconduct is good when compared to my opponent's understanding of police misconduct and the argument. My opponent also agrees with my argument and the point that we have had police officers for a really long time and they aren't going anywhere and haven't gone anywhere, so police body cameras aren't needed. If my opponent agrees with my argument on this topic, as well as not going against my standard violation, this shows that I have better offense than my opponent's defense, and my opponent's defense isn't. My opponent does not have enough defense to fully back their reasoning on the argument on why police body cameras are needed. My opponent also redefines what being human is, which she just defined in her first video, yet my opponent already made the same argument earlier in her first video, and this does not stop my argument from being true on why police body cameras are not needed, and also why my offense is better than their defense, and how they have little to no defense backing their argument. Thank you.